Welcome traders to today, the 23rd of October 2024, and of course there has been a lot of changes from the analysis of yesterday, and I hope you guys actually did watch the recording of yesterday on this YouTube channel. Yes, so let's start from gold. Yesterday I said I was looking for a correction right here to, if I'm going to continue buying gold, that I would need a correction here to guarantee that this thing will still go up, and we are getting that correction, even though it looks like it's flying to the skies, but it's pulling back, and I'm expecting it to come down a bit further before it goes back up. That's what I'm expecting. So I thought the correction would finish yesterday, but it didn't. So it's happening today, and this is the 1 hour chart. So if this correction happens and finishes, we will be buying more of gold. That's the thing I'm looking for in-depth correction, and we're going to be buying it with a lot of caution, because you can see the divergence here. You can see the divergence coming down, so it's breaking the tops, but it's not breaking the tops on MACD, and that's also a good sign to tell you that whatever you buy trades you're going to enter henceforth, you should be very, very cautious of those. And looking at my RSI, I think this is correction, and this, once it finishes, it will go break the stop, but then it can only go break that top if this move didn't come down to this low, because if this move comes down to this low, it will just do this, which is this move might be the end of the buys for the moment, and we might see gold coming down for a bigger correction, or for downward movements to do this. Let me show you a bit. Yeah, you see that? See the arrow there? Which is this move, which is this. So whichever one it is, we will figure it out. And as you can see, this thing looks like it's going to come down from the daily, the RSI. So that's what we're looking at, seeing, and hopefully we get to catch the trades. Silver, I was also looking for, let me go to the 15 minutes. I was also looking for, this was right here like this yesterday, so I was looking forward to seeing this being the correction here before we could go up, but it didn't happen. And once this thing started to develop more, I started taking a relook at the whole movement, and I fixed this to be a part of everything that has happened behind it. And if that is true, then silver might make its own correction here or here and continue going up, which is most likely what would happen. But that being said, if it continues going down, we will look for a better entry position to buy. But for now, do you want to sell silver? Well, you could if you want to. You could, but you have to be careful that it doesn't go back to give you one more high before it starts coming down, because from the 1 hour here, and let me look at RSI, you can see that it already broke this top, it already overbought, sorry. It came down for this move, it overbought here, and every correction here came down to be this move, and this impulse went up to break the stop, but it only formed a correction here on RSI. It is coming down a little bit, and you can see from RSI here it's becoming an impulse, so which means that we might likely see the downward moves coming pretty quickly, and it might have also started. So go here and can wait for a flag and start selling little by little with minimal risk until the whole down movement becomes clearer. And if it becomes clearer, then we will be going for this likely, or maybe something bigger, which is this. So if this is a standalone correction, then we might, not get this, we might just get this, and that becomes it. So wait for your trades and take them. USOIL. Okay, this should be FFCM, right? I don't know if this wick is real or not. I don't think it's real. FMI, what broker is that? I can't really figure out again. I don't think this wick is real, because I don't think there is ever a time in 2020 that oil came down to 0.003. I don't think so. I don't think this is real. Anyways, let's go to the daily. So you can see where we are on this move, and I did some in-depth analysis, right, or top-down analysis, as you may call it, on my recording yesterday. So you might want to take a look at that. And then we're in this whole move in the middle, in this impulse. So whatever is going to happen here, once it finishes, we're going to get this impulse out. So we're going to get a 1, a 2, and a 3, and before that comes, we have to figure out what trades we have right here in the middle to take before we even start looking at this, because this still has a long way to go. Yeah, it still has a long way to go. So let's figure out what it's doing. Let's go to the 4 hours. And then, like I said yesterday, if this is a 1 2 3, which means this move is going out here, and if we get this thing as big as this inside of this whole movement, then we are going to come back down. Okay, but if this move happening right here is not really a part of this, then I feel it might be a 1 or 2 and a 3, where we have this, and this becomes a complete correction on its own, and this comes down. And if we have this like this inside of this 1 2 3, then we might likely also get a 1 or 2 to be back to complete this. Sorry, hold on, let me redo that again. So I'm saying, if we have this as a part of this, making it a 1 or 2 and a 3, making this flat in the middle, then we're going to have this. And if we have the whole of this inside of this, then we're also going to most likely have this to complete this correction, and maybe just maybe even have some other correction here, and have another move up, making this a whole big correction before we then get this move, this one coming down. Yeah, this one coming down. So, and this might be a standalone correction of its own, or it might also be a part of whatever is going to happen here in the future. We don't know that as of yet. So for now, the trade we have, the immediate trade we should be looking at is the move we have currently. Let's go to the 1 hour, and for this, it's looking like we have a sell setup forming here, looking like that. I will have a sell setup coming here, and maybe we're coming to repeat this. Maybe we're coming down to repeat this. Maybe we are coming down to repeat that. So take a look at what the market is doing, and get your trade setups and take your trades. So if we are coming down for that move, then this might be coming down for this, and we're going to get this move before we finally start looking for the down move. So yeah, however it happens, monitor it and make sure you're taking good trades, and don't just jump into trades, because you're going to get hot if you do that. You're going to get hot if you do that. Let's go to US 30. So this white banner is for CFDs and indices. So so I thought this was the beginning of the buys, the up move, but it turned out it wasn't it. So we have this impulse being a sharp one here, we have this being a sharp one here. Now, is this also going to be a sharp one here? Well, that is what we don't know yet. But if we have a correction here that makes this go here, then we might get this, and then we might continue going up, or we get this to stop short here, making this whole thing a correction, comes down one more. So whichever it is, we are still about to discover. Let's keep a watch. And another variation or another option you should look out for is if this is going to come down. If it comes down to this low, it's going to move up, and then we might get something of this nature, comes down again, making this complete. It goes back, and then this completes, and then we can look for a break of this low again. That's also another option to look out for. So don't jump into the trade, just wait for it to happen. And if this whole correction here is what we're thinking it to be, then this most likely will form here and break the low. Then we start looking if we get the buys again. Yeah, but overall US30 is also in a very sensitive spot where it could turn at any time to give us this move right here, So if you're buying, be cautious of the buys, because it might come down for that move, which will be this. It might come down for that move, which will be this, before we start going back up again. Okay, so be careful and manage your risks properly. NAS 100 or US 100. Let's go to the 15. Okay, let me start from the weekly on this. I think this is also in its all-time high, if I'm not mistaken, and also in a very sensitive position where we might form a correction here, which is most likely what is happening, and after that we will get this up move coming out of this. And remember, we still have this, which we don't know yet if it's a standalone correction on its own, or it's going to come down to repeat this, making this running flat with this correction in the middle. So that's an option to also look out for. But that being said, let's look at the immediate trades or trade setups we have. So yesterday I was looking at this. We had this yesterday, so I was looking at having a flag here to buy to the top here, buy to the stop, and making this all the move in the middle, and then waiting for this. But it didn't happen that way. Rather, it came down, and even came down so much deeper. And when I saw this right here, okay, I knew this is not really or might not really be going up for this. We might just still get stuck in here. And if this move that broke this stop is this move, if this is this, for whatever reason, if that is that, then we are coming down for this move. If that is that. But if this move up here is a part of this as a 1, a 2, and a 3, then we are going to have this move as this, making an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse, completing this, going up for this, and then coming down for this. So however it will form or it will turn out, we don't know yet, but the trade setup we have right now is a sell setup. So put your entry under the low here, make sure you're managing your risks, and go for this trade. First go for it to this low, and then see what happens once it gets this low. Yeah, see what happens once it gets there. Once it gets there, see what happens. You might take your profit and then wait, because if it's going for this one right here, it's going to break out here from a correction, and then you take it one more down. Right, S&P 500 would also be doing the same thing here. When I also saw it down here yesterday, I knew, okay, this was a correction and we should be coming down. Or we come here, make a correction, after we break out of it, make a correction, and we go for this, making this all the correction we have, and then we go for this move. But it didn't happen. So one option is kind of excluded right now, but not completely excluded, because this can also form a correction here, and like on NAS here, that correction could also form there. And if we form a correction here, we're going to break out of that and complete this move. So just wait for it. But right now what I'm seeing is it's forming a sell setup, but is the correction complete? No, it is not. And I think S&P NAS is also most likely not completed, because we might get something like this. In this whole move happening right here, this one is the most corrective. So if we get another move that is most corrective, then we know this one is not the most corrective. But what I am seeing right now with the information available, this one is the most corrective, and this might just be the correction in the middle, and we might get this. So after that we might get this coming down. So keep your eyes on that, keep your eyes on that, keep your eyes on that, keep your eyes on that. I like this one, keep your eyes on that. And same thing also goes for S&P 500. So you might just want to hold on now, don't put in any sell orders or sell stops. Just hold on for this correction right here to finish what it's doing, but keep your eyes on it, keep your eyes on it. German 30. I am on this trade. Yeah, I figure out it's not going. Okay, I took it here somewhere. Yeah, it was depending on the right. When I saw this, it was depending on the here, but I kind of figured out that it pulled back and making this more corrective in all these moves right here. So if this one is more corrective, then we have this, and if we have that, then we have this, and if we have that, then is this the one that's going up for this? This is the one that's going up for this move, or are we just going to form a correction right there and go back down? Are we just going to break this stop and then making this a correction to come back down? I don't know yet, but my take profit, I moved it from the top here to break even. So if it's going to just break the top and come down, let it break the top, take me out, come down. If it's going to continue, let it break the top, form a small correction, and I'll buy it again. That's the trade. That's the things I'm looking out for on CFDs and a few indices. And if you have any other indices you trade or wants to have a look at or wants me to look out for you, leave the comments below and I'll do that. Thank you, and we'll now get to the part 2 of this daily outlook, where we take a look at all the dollar pairs. So bye for now. I will see you on the next one. Trade carefully. Bye.